Welcome back, guys. This is another video, same day. Probably going to upload all these videos in the same day because I've been gone for a while now. And the sad part is I was starting to get traction on my channel. A few like 30 views. It was a good thing, because I was consistent and all of that. But now I feel like I'm going to get two again, but then that's not the point. The point is to educate people and grow with the people. So now what I'll be doing is analyzing. I don't know if I should be analyzing Nasdaq or USDT or what, but let me just. I don't. I feel like I should analyze GBP because this is what the hell is this? But also, there was a time where I was waiting for USD. Where is it? USDJPY to sell because this is the one. Let me just analyze this and I'll analyze um GBPJPY after. I'll try to be as brief as possible, and if I am capable of doing it, I'll definitely analyze Nasdaq and USDT. But I feel like these days I don't like trading those because those have moves every day, but these ones have more exciting moves. Basically, now at this point, I'm not going to say I have to mark my higher high because we all can see that this is a inverse head and shoulder market. This is our left shoulder, this is our right shoulder, this is our head. So this is the highest point in the whole of the USDJPY. Right, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but then USDJPY, USD is gaining traction these days. I mean, it's like 17 rands 50 or 60 against 1 rand, which is we went from 15 rands to 17 rands. I don't know about you guys, but then for me that's quite concerning. Is that the rand losing power or what? So I'll mark this low because this is the only area that is quite relevant for now. We need to go back to and probably find a way to test and continue to the upside, man. But then we did test the area, which is here. But now, as I was analyzing last week, I realized that I had something like this, you know, which is first touch, second touch, third touch. And then the weekly time frame is not going to be visible, but then right now I'm scaling down to the daily. So you will see it more clearly. 1D. Probably waiting for another fourth touch here and continue to the downside. But let's just scale down to the 4 hours and see what's happening here. As I've said, this is the same thing. Well, I don't know if I said it, but well, it's not the same thing. But I said we're reaching out to this area for the fourth touch. We have one, two, three touches. So after these three touches, I'm definitely not sure, but I am definitely entering here. This is where I'm putting my sell limits. Basically, that's what I'm saying to you guys. This is where I'm putting it all on the line. You know, because clearly we have this impulse to the downside. This might be a correction, but then also this is a impulse back up correction and continuation. Let's just scale down to the 1 hour because I feel like we high now. Yes, as you can see, this is, to me, this is more of a sharp correction that is trying to fix or to rectify this imbalance candle that you see here. We are just trying to rectify this imbalance candle. So what I would do is probably put my chances are it will come back to these areas, probably these areas, these areas, these areas, these areas, these so that it gives us more of a head and shoulder vibe. You know, this is our left shoulder, head and right shoulder, and we continue to the downside. But to be on the more safe side while entering this one for sales, because I'm definitely pro sales for this. We're at the highest area and right now we're correcting. So I am pro sales. And we have our three touches. I don't know if my trend line is valid, but then to me it is valid. Remember, guys, you trade what you see. So this is what I'm seeing now. You know, a valid trend line that is giving me, this is it. Your first touch, second touch, and this is our third touch, and we forming double tops and triple tops and four tops, you know. So this is might be my first TP. This might be my first TP actually. As a swing trader, this is going to be a first TP, but then as a scalp trader, probably wait for an impulse that is going to start from here until here. You look for your nearest low, which is this one. At this point, this is your nearest low, and that's where you take it from. You know. So let me just move forward to, but then this is how it should be. Let me move to GBP Start on the daily, on the weekly. I mean, you know, zoom in so that we can see what the market is. Reason being, we have it out. This area, right? We have this area that I want to show you guys. And also, guys, next week is NFP week, which is quite scary because a lot of people blow their accounts. A lot of people come back and grow their accounts. A lot of people just don't trade. Like me, sometimes I don't trade. When it's NFP week, I just stay away because, you know, these NFP news, especially when it's recession now. And I know someone out there is like, he's an amateur trader. That's why he's not doing it. We, the professionals, we know what to do. But remember, guys, you trade what you see and you trade what you know. So that's the way I trade is how I know how to. So at this point, to be honest with you, I don't know what to say. So now what we do is see we continue to the downside. Or a correction that is going to say, you know what, nah, we're not going to the downside. This is what we're doing, and continuation to the upside. So that's what I can say for you. There's no way I can say, oh, well, maybe there's someone that can say that too, but me, based on how I trade, there's no way I can say this to you guys. Because at the end of the day, you need to be patient with the market. You need to wait for the market and listen to what the market is saying. But then I'm in the daily, so let's scale down to the 4 hours. Still, we have an impulse, you know. So we can't say much about it. Let's scale down to the 1 hour. Still an impulse. So clearly, this is quite impulsive. But as you can see, if you are trying to trade, you can scale down to the 15 minutes and you'll see these small glitches like these. You know, you can enter there. You can see we've created a small glitch here. So maybe if I was to force a trend, I would say this is our trend, and this is our other trend, and we probably going to experience buys and continue to the downside. So what I would do is wait. What I do is wait for what? For a correction that might come in a form of what? Touch on this trend, and then enter. So that's what I'm going to be looking for in the market for this coming week. So let me just not waste your time, guys, because I feel like I am wasting a lot of your time with my talks. But well, I'm quite excited about this. I haven't traded or analyzed in a while. So this is Nasdaq. So start on the daily time frame. Nasdaq has been what, a bearish market, like what do you call this other thing? Gold. So we are pretty much going to expect sells for Nasdaq. So for me right now, I'm just going to mark this area and realize, okay, we have this area that we've reached, which makes sense because this is more of a corrective, or we can say we had a head and shoulder in a way, which this is our left shoulder, this was our right shoulder, and we are continuing to the downside. This was the head, but some people don't see it like that, and I certainly didn't see it like that last week. So definitely, I am something. So what we're expecting now is probably a correction, still down to the 4 hours. This is a correction, right? This is a correction. This is a correction. My drawings are not clear because I'm trying to save time. So what we expect is another correction. Where's my drawing tool? Correction, 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 and continuation to the downside. Because that's how we move. That's how we roll. This is Nasdaq. We move fast, but then we can see if we can draw 1 hour time frame as usual. This is where I draw the lines. Oof, this is quite hectic actually. I'm thinking maybe we need to look for buys for a while. Yo, let me just clear up this. Let me just clear up this because now this is quite interesting information for me. Because we have this first touch, second touch, and here we have this first touch, second touch, and that touch, of which we also had this quite big retracement on this. So now we also have this. This is more of a correction in a way also. So I wouldn't look past it, me personally. And to me, this is a reversal. This is a reversal correction. So let me just go down to the 30 minutes. This is unlike me, but you know me. So what are we waiting for now? This is a good question. Because now I'm pro buys instead of sells, right? So what we're waiting for is a breakout, or not even a breakout, but a correction. Still down to the 15 minutes. This is Nasdaq. You can use your Fibonacci and say, you know what, I'm not taking you the English way, and draw your things until here, and you'll come to realize that okay, this area is an area of significance here. Let me just draw these two like this. Just put it like, you can wait for it here because trust me guys, it is going to come back. It is going to come back to these areas. First TP, second TP, third TP, and fourth TP. I'm calling it right now. We're going to expect a correction like this, and we continue to the upside. And also, let me just take this and see. Maybe I'm going crazy now. Look at this, guys. You see, you take this impulse, it adds up to this, and then we'll take it from there. So that's my analysis for Nasdaq, and I'll cut it here, guys. I don't even trade USDT, so Nasdaq is pro buys this week, and probably until these areas. but we'll see about it. We'll see what it does during the week. Remember, guys, listen to the market. Don't try to force the market to do what you want it to do for you, because you're going to blow your account. So that's it from me, Awi.